right, demonstrators calling on the Metropolitan Opera to cancel one of its productions. Fox 5's Joel Waldman there now. Joel.
It is opening night of the Metropolitan Opera season, but some already wishing one of its productions was closed down. It is The Death of Klinghoffer, which depicts the 1985 hijacking of the Italian cruise ship Achille Lauro and the murder of New Yorker Leon Klinghoffer. Now, Klinghoffer was shot in the forehead and chest by members of the Palestinian Liberation Front, then thrown off the ship. Opera producers here are on record saying they were trying to humanize the event. Protesters very worried it sends the wrong message, glorifying terrorist acts.
As we proceed, I want to recognize organizations which helped put this wonderful day together. The Catholic League for Civil Rights, we'll hear from Bill Donahue shortly. Citizens opposed to propaganda masquerading as art. I'd like to now welcome a wonderful woman, a dear friend to all of us. Her name is Laurie Cardoza-Moore. She's a righteous Christian who founded an organization entitled Proclaiming Justice Unto the Nations. She's an advocate for Israel, against terrorism, against moral equivalence. Please welcome Laurie Cardoza-Moore.
Thank you, Jeffrey. Thank all of you. You know what? Give each one of you yourselves a hand for being here this afternoon. Thank you so much. I want to thank Jeffrey Wiesenfeld and all the sponsors and organizations represented here today. I'm honored to be able to stand with you to challenge my colleagues in the industry to cancel this outrageous excuse of artistic expression. Finally, I want to again thank each of you. Here we are right before the High Holy Days, and I know every one of you is busy with things to do. But the fact that you took the time to come out today to take a stand, to let your voice be heard is so critically important at this hour. My name is Laurie Cardoza-Moore. I'm a special envoy to the United Nations for the World Council of Independent Christian Churches, which has over 44 million congregants around the world. I also serve as president and film producer of Proclaiming Justice to the Nations, a nonprofit Christian organization whose mission is to educate Christians about their biblical responsibility to stand with our Jewish brethren and defend the state of Israel against the rise of global genocidal anti-Semitism. We accomplish our mission by producing award-winning documentaries and programs to educate Christians and mobilize them to action. So why did a housewife and mother of five decide to take on the world's oldest hatred? Well, for me and for many of us, 9/11 was a wake-up call. On that day, we all became Israelis. We were literally shocked and awed into the world of terrorism and the suicide bomber, a world where anti-Semitism still grows like a cancer that is now consuming this very opera house. There's not a single person here today who needs a lecture on the evils of anti-Semitism. It has become an ongoing and evolving war against the Jews and Israel. After Israel's founding, this war was conventional in nature, but the use of military force to destroy Israel failed. And so came phase two, terrorism. Terrorists targeted Israelis both home and abroad, from the massacre of Israeli athletes at Munich to the Second Intifada to the murder of a crippled Jewish man, Leon Klinghoffer. Terrorists and thugs still continue to target Jews across the world, but they have not succeeded in bringing down the Israeli government nor weakening Israeli resolve. But the anti-Semites and Israel haters have not stopped. They merely found a new scheme, a new attack, a new anti-Semitism. Elie Wiesel stated, "This new anti-Semitism is not just anti-Jewish as it was in Nazi Germany. Today, it is anti-Israel and anti-Zionist as well. Its goal is the same: delegitimize Israel's right to her ancient homeland, ultimately to dehumanize the Jews and their right to exist." The battleground is everywhere, but the most far-reaching is the media and the arts. Anti-Semitic artists have taken a page from the masters of Jew hatred and propaganda, Hitler's Nazis. In Mein Kampf, Hitler wrote, "All propaganda must be presented in a popular form. The art of propaganda consists precisely in being able to awaken the imagination of the public through an appeal to their feelings. In finding the appropriate psychological form, they will arrest the attention and appeal to the hearts of the national masses." The Med has taken a page out of Hitler's playbook. Nazi propagandas involved the production of films, books, and art to use their genocidal anti-Semitism. Ladies and gentlemen, I say the time for restraint is over. I want to thank you again for your coming out, for being here and being involved in this very important cause to make your voice heard. God bless you, and God bless the state of Israel. Lashana Tova.
She's a great gal. We're not going to blame her for her relationship with the United Nations. Not at all. Thank you.